What's up, everybody? Charlie Marlow here. I'm outside. You can probably hear the birds are chirping. It's opening day week in St. Louis. What are we? 4 days away? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 4 days away from Cardinals opening day at home, Busch Stadium, versus the Toronto Blue Jays. So, some big roster news that was announced and released last night via a St. Louis Cardinals press release. So, I'll read it for you. St. Louis Cardinals announced anticipated 2023 opening day roster. 15 players developed within the organization, 3 newcomers on team, one of which, the big news, is of course Jordan Walker, who's 20 years old, will make the Cardinals 2023 anticipated big league roster. Obviously, if anything crazy happened in the next 3-4 days, that could change. But right now, they have announced what they think will be the roster. So I'll go ahead and read it for you. And also, with that news, they optioned Genesis Cabrera and Jojo Romero, a couple of lefties, down to AAA Memphis, and Juan Yepez. How about that? Juan Yepez also optioned. It goes to show you, too, you have Jordan Walker, who is a right-handed bat, who's a guy who is going to play corner outfield, a couple of attributes that you thought Juan Yepez was going to bring to this team. Juan Yepez was really good for the Cardinals in an abbreviated portion of time last year. And then remember, also had the biggest hit of the postseason for the Cardinals, that 2-run homer in Game 1 versus the Phillies. That would have been the game-winning hit if obviously everything didn't go crazy in the 9th inning with Ryan Helsley. So Genesis Cabrera and Jojo Romero optioned along with Juan Yepez. And so the team announcing that Taylor Motter with the long hair, utility man, was selected from their AAA roster and has been added to the team's 40-man. So Taylor Motter, it looks like, is going to start the year on the opening day roster due to his performance, but also some injuries that we know about as well. Because the injured list to start the season, as of right now, has Paul DeJong, who we all assumed would be on the roster if not hurt, Wilking Rodriguez, the right-handed reliever, and also, of course, Adam Wainwright, the starter who is going to start opening day, but of course has that groin strain. Also announced that was Friday in terms of Miles Mikolas will get the opening day start against the Blue Jays for the Cardinals after signing that 2-year, $40 million contract extension. These birds are chirping loud. Hopefully you can still hear me, but I think it adds some ambiance. Do you like it? No? Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know. Are the birds too loud? I just want to get outside also because I needed some fresh air and my kids were also driving me crazy. You guys get that? So let's go ahead and read off the entire roster for you. All right, pitchers. You got 13 pitchers. Jack Flaherty, Gio Gallegos, Ryan Helsley, Jordan Hicks, Steven Matz, Miles Mikolas, Jordan Montgomery. How about Packy Naughton making the big league roster as that second lefty out of the bullpen? You'd think second lefty. Who knows? Maybe he could be the first lefty. But Andre Palante, Chris Stratton, Zach Thompson, who's your other lefty out of the pen, Drew Verhagen, as Bernie Miklasz calls him, or Drew Verhoagie Sandwich, as one of our callers on Hot Take Central on 590 The Fan calls Drew Verhagen. And Jake Woodford making the roster, of course, was going to be the swing man in that bullpen, but with the injury to Adam Wainwright, will start the year in the starting rotation for the Cardinals. So catchers, a couple of them. Wilson Contreras, of course, and our guy, Andrew Knizner. And look, Andrew Knizner needs to perform. Andrew Knizner needs to hit. Andrew Knizner is going to get a game and a half a week, you'd think, to catch. So the man has to hit. We love him, but you got to produce. Infielders on the roster, 6 of them. Nolan Arenado, Brendan Donovan, Tommy Edman, Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Gorman, and the aforementioned Taylor Motter. Outfielders, 5 of them. How about Alec Burleson making the roster instead of Juan Yepez? So Alec Burleson, Dylan Carlson, Lars Nootbaar, Tyler O'Neill, and Mr. Jordan Walker, who we mentioned, 20 years old, will make the big league roster. And you got to think, if you're putting this dude on the roster, he's going to play. He's going to play every day. Hopefully he succeeds. If he doesn't, who knows? A month or two in, could be sent down. But they're going to give Jordan Walker every opportunity to produce in the big leagues. That's why he's on the opening day roster. And then, as I mentioned earlier, injured list: Paul DeJong, Wilking Rodriguez, the right-handed reliever, and also Adam Wainwright. So, what do you guys think about this roster? Is it everybody you expected? Are you surprised? Juan Yepez down, Alec Burleson up. Jordan Walker, I think he was so good before he got injured. He really forced the issue. Now, let's be honest. Since that shoulder got jammed up a little bit when he was sliding into second base, he has not been nearly as good. Let's look at his spring numbers here. I brought them up for you. So, spring training, Jordan Walker, he's got, I'm guessing this is through yesterday. This is Baseball Reference. So 62 plate appearances, 61 ABs. The guy doesn't walk a lot. That's one thing we need to look at a little bit. It's early, but he doesn't take a lot of walks. Then again, it's spring training. You're trying to impress people by slugging the baseball. But 18 hits, 5 doubles, 3 homers, 9 RBI, 2 stolen bases, 13 strikeouts, so a 295 batting average, 307 on base, and a 525 slug for a 831 OPS through 18 Grapefruit League games for Jordan Walker. He really has fallen off a lot, but he was so good early. I mean, he was leading the Grapefruit League in freaking every statistical category for a while there, hitting bombs and driving in runs and stealing bases. So he clearly did enough before that injury to show the Cardinals, hey, I'm deserving. And if you saw that video the Cardinals posted of Oli Marmol telling Jordan Walker he made the team, Oli said, look, it was you overcoming adversity. And that was very impressive to the staff. They know what he can do physically, but overcoming that injury and coming back, even though he hasn't performed as well. Also, if you saw that video, I mean, Jordan Walker is freaking enormous. I know Oli Marmol isn't the biggest dude, but, I mean, whatever Jordan Walker's listed at, I think it's now, 6'6", 250? And we talked about this earlier, that he could look down the road as big, a little bit smaller maybe than Aaron Judge, who I think is listed about 6'7", 282. Jordan Walker is just a mammoth human being. So there's the roster. I read it for you guys, the anticipated 2023 Cardinals big league roster. What do you think? Surprised that Genesis Cabrera was sent down and that Packy Naughton starts the year up. Jojo Romero, not a huge surprise there. Taylor Motter, I think, surprises a lot of people, but not really, because Paul DeJong is injured. You still think that whenever Paul DeJong gets healthy and right, they're still going to give him an opportunity to contribute before they cut bait, I would think. He does have the big contract. I think it's $9 million plus the $2 million option, whatever it is. So, look, it is what it is at this point. You can complain about Paul DeJong. He's going to get a shot when he's healthy. All right. I think I broke it down for you guys. Jordan Walker up, Taylor Motter up, Packy Naughton up, Genesis Cabrera down, Jojo Romero down, Juan Yepez down. So again, Alec Burleson also up, starting the season on the big league roster. All right. Happy baseball season, guys. It's coming this week. I can't wait. I'm sure you guys are the same way. All right, I'll wrap this video up. Thanks. If you're still watching, I appreciate it. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know. What are you excited about? We're going to do tons of videos this baseball season. We're going to do live streams. We're going to do it all, man. It's going to be an awesome season. All right. Have a great rest of your weekend this Sunday. Enjoy the birds chirping and enjoy the birds playing this Thursday against the Blue Jays. I haven't checked out the weather. Is it supposed to be good? I feel like it always rains on opening day. Hopefully that's not the case. And are you going? You going to the game? Let me know your plans. All right, in the comment section. Drop them. All right, see you guys.